but yeah. Oh, we're live.
Any better?
Really? Well, that was fast.
I told you I was hitting it.
I know. Welcome to the Wally Show Precast. All the stuff that we didn't get to during the show, like eating my orange. And we're also streaming this at Facebook Live, apparently quickly. Quicker than I thought. Thought I had time to finish that. Okay. So, let's get to some birthdays. I have a bunch. One that is a holdover birthday. And I apologize there, Sean. But we're finally getting your birthday because he emailed me like 3 times. So we finally got that. Sean, happy birthday. It's his 30th birthday there. And so one of his questions is, what is your advice for life in your 30s? Betty Rock, you actually are in your 30s. Zach is as well. I've been there. Becca's still coming up on it. So what is your life advice for 30s?
And P.S. I forgot to plug in the audio, so I will be right back.
Oh, okay. Well,
to get
we'll see
better
you
sound.
Sorry, Facebook. Sorry.
So there's this fun thing where Zach's like, we got Facebook Live all the time. I think they can still hear us.
Yeah, they can still hear us. It's not as good of audio. But that was.
Podcast people can.
Yeah.
They can hear us on the Facebook
It
Live.
has a camera.
Oh.
Oh.
That's so fun.
That just threw Betty for a loop. All right, Betty, advice for your 30s.
Oh, advice for your 30s.
Yes.
It's not as big of a deal as you think it is.
Okay.
20s, I felt like were more of figuring out who you are. In your 30s, kind of figuring that out. Your group of friends kind of dwindles down a little bit because you realize who's important and who's not.
That's very true. You focus on quality versus quantity as you get a little bit older in your friendships.
Right.
Okay, well, there you go, Sean. Happy birthday to you, good sir. This is from Jensen. Hey, it's my brother's birthday, and we love.
What were we doing?
That was for Ben.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you for joining us, Betty Rock. I know you want a question, so here it is. What is your favorite memory since working on the Wally Show? There's been so many good ones. Apparently not. I have trouble with that. Like when someone says, "What was your favorite interview?" or "What was your favorite moment?" Because I mean, we've been doing this for 10 years, and so there's a ton of different ones. The problem is I always have one or two that I just have locked away in my head.
I know what mine is.
Well, oh, good. What is it?
Mine was Cinco de Betty last year.
Yeah.
When all those kittens came in, it was glorious.
That was a good one.
It was wonderful. I met Mr. Freckles. I also met Fernando.
Yeah. Fernando, yeah.
Oh, they were just the cutest.
Yeah, that was a good day.
It just made my day. It was wonderful.
A lot of people would probably say that their favorite is Cinco de Betty when Wally gets hurt.
Yeah,
but not
true.
Becca, actually. She doesn't like that.
No, I don't like watching you get hurt.
I appreciate that.
I like to leave the room for that.
Yeah, thank you
It's
very
not
much.
my favorite.
Let me see. Let's move on here. We got a lot to do. Oh,
I
you
would
got
say
one?
our first trip to Africa for me.
Oh.
To Tanzania.
Well,
Wow.
I'm never going back to Africa.
What?
Ugh.
Yeah, Becca
Yeah.
won't ever go back there because all of that thing that started unrelated, but still while she was traveling. That's interesting, Zach.
Just because it was like my first time seeing the third world or seeing other continents.
Yeah.
Just a big change for everything.
No,
Yeah, that
it's
blew
more
me
than
away.
it's more than just the Joey thing. Africa legitimately hates me. I have had maybe a couple warm showers in Africa, and I've been there
Yeah, you never
3 times. Yeah,
Yeah.
I never get. And everyone else, I'm like, oh yeah, that cold shower, and everyone's like, what are you talking about? Everyone else had fine showers, and then that's what Hadley ran into the parked car when we was in Africa.
Yeah.
Like Africa hates me. It hates me.
There is a conspiracy.
It is.
Happy birthday. Actually, this is from Nathan. He said, I was wondering if you could wish my wife happy birthday.
Oh, wait,
Her name
no.
is Carrie.
Marty just commented on Facebook Live and said, this has nothing to do with anything, but I want to go on the record and saying that I'm 100% Team Becca.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant Marty, my
not-
wife.
not
yeah,
my
my
wife.
Marty.
I
Okay,
was about to
sorry.
be like,
Anyway, what were
what?
you saying? Someone else?
Carrie, it's someone else. There you go. Carrie, happy birthday.
Happy
She's turning
birthday!
29.
Sorry I interrupted you.
If possible, could you play the over-the-top, non-secular Christian birthday song?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Jesus Christ save you. Happy birthday.
He sent pictures of him and his baby and his wife, and he said his question is, now for the question, what's a creative way to get out of being in the room during childbirth? And you think, oh, I wonder why. Because another one of the pictures is him also in a bed with an IV. Apparently, when they gave her her epidural, he passed out and ended up in a different hospital room. He woke up to them saying, "Hey, congratulations, you have a daughter."
Oh wow.
That's like a movie plot right there.
I know. Like he missed the entire thing. How funny
poor
is that?
Guy.
I know.
Poor
That's
guy.
awesome.
I was gonna say feigning. That actually happened in my family once.
Mhm. Or
Not my dad, but
to get out of it, I think you just take a phone call. Like, I'm
no,
sorry, I gotta take
a
this.
Phone call.
I gotta get this. I'm
No.
sorry.
No, that's
Really?
horrible.
Refuse to put down your video camera.
Yeah, I was
They would kick you
videotaping during the birth.
Were
yeah.
you?
Yeah, I did
Or
that.
what if you're on the last level of Candy Crush?
Yes.
What are you gonna do?
I know. I gotta finish this. Let's see here. This is from Feliciano. Hey, my sister.
No.
That's a fun name, I know.
I know.
Head
No.
bubble.
My sister Elizabeth is turning something, and it's her birthday, and so I know it cost me. First of all, happy birthday, Elizabeth! It cost me a question. So, have y'all broken something and blamed somebody else for it?
Oh, I know Wally has.
Oh, I've done
because I
this.
was the
recipient of the blame.
yes. What it was he broke a door here at the station, and then I went into the room not knowing that that's what he had done. I shut the door, it falls apart, and then he comes in there and he goes,
What'd you
"What
do?
did you do?"
I know. It was
Like, I didn't do anything.
that fix held together for about a year till you broke it. So like that doesn't count because I technically, if it stays together for like a year, you fixed it. But like sometimes you break something real fast and then you hand it to someone like, oh, look, you just did that would count. That would count.
I'm sure I have. I can't think of.
Like when I break stuff, I don't specifically pin it on someone else. I just won't mention it.
Walk
But
away.
also, people know that it's usually me who broke things. When I was a kid, my brothers called me Recca-Becca because I broke everything of theirs allegedly, which it's not my fault because by the time it got to me, it was already pretty much broken. I just did it the final
Yeah.
kick. So that's all.
And you were a big kid too, right?
Yeah.
Like were you because they always say that especially with girls, it takes a while for their coordination to because a lot of times they'll grow faster.
Still waiting.
Yes, yeah. So were you like that clumsy kid
Oh
too?
yeah, I always was, and I was always tall. Like I've just always been tall.
Right.
And then I had a very long, like, serious chunk face too.
Oh, you did? You
I
were
did.
a chunky
Oh yeah.
kid?
I mean, it was baby fat. Like you could tell. Like
Baby fat at 17? Or?
No.
Okay. No, I'm asking. That face was great. Oh, good. Facebook Live caught it. That was a great face.
From, like-
Another Becca face. I love Becca faces.
from like 4th grade to 10th grade or whatever. You know,
Okay.
like I grew like 8 inches, but didn't gain any weight.
Oh,
so
okay.
if that tells you, you know.
Yeah.
I'll never forget in 4th grade, Hannah Thomas coming in and poking my stomach and going, "Gosh, Becky, you sure are packing on the pounds."
Who said that?
Hannah Thomas.
Oh, Hannah. We never liked her. Never liked her. And then here we go. Finally, this is from Kirk. Would you please wish my wonderful wife, Jody, a happy, and then he wrote THIDJEGD, like just a nonsense word birthday, so as not to I guess disclose her age is what I'm assuming there.
So we're wishing her a happy birthday.
Exactly. So happy birthday, Jody. For his question, what is one Christian artist you've always wanted to play on the station, but the man says no? The boss man says no, you're not playing that. I'd say Lecrae. Like Lecrae is one of those artists. You see him show up on a couple different people's things. I was right about 10th Avenue North. He did something with them, like you see him in collaborations, but I'd like to see just like some regular Lecrae just on his own on there. Like that's one that I like. So
There's this Christian rapper that I discovered in high school. I don't even know if he's doing anything anymore, but I still listen to the albums I bought back then. But his name was Heath McNeese. Do you know who that is?
No.
Very random. I know he toured our church, so he probably couldn't have been very big. But I just really liked his stuff. I wish we could play him.
Heath
We'd never would.
McNeese.
yeah, we got to look him
It
up.
sounds like a
fun
fake name.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna look.
I don't
it
think
up.
it was.
You know who I love? I wish we would play. We used to when I first started working here, and we don't anymore. Is Sean McDonald. I still love him.
Oh, really?
Yes, I have all of his albums.
Really?
Yes.
I picture you
He's my
for
favorite.
loving Michael McDonald, like from the Doobie Brothers or whatever.
He's got a good voice.
Yeah.
But
Lots of people are
Sean
saying
McDonald.
NF.
Oh yeah, NF's pretty good. He's on the Toby. He does the rap in the Toby song "Till the Day I Die." He does a version and I do. So
oh, is this him?
in case you get confused,
Maybe. I don't know.
He's
which
one
is
piece.
which?
Heath
we don't-
Nintendo Thumb is a song?
Yeah, I got Nintendo Thumb.
Oh,
Does he always
wow.
wear the fanny pack?
I don't know.
Where?
Anyway.
That's funny. Is there anybody, Zach, that you're like, man, I wish we were playing this group or this person?
That's a difficult question because there's no one that I think we should be playing. That
But
we're
what
not,
you'd like to hear.
There's a lot of different stuff I would like.
Right. Yeah, because I know we have a strategy of what we play and why we play.
There's
and
a
all
band
that
called
stuff.
Between the Trees that I really liked.
Yeah.
They broke up now, but they had a lot of songs I really liked.
Yeah.
But yeah, NF. There's some Group One Crew I wish we were playing. Some other Blanca songs I
yeah.
really liked.
Yeah. Blanca does have a new song out right now.
The drum one. The gonna march to the
Oh.
beat.
That's
of
right.
a different drum.
Heath
That one?
McNeese, he's got it.
Right?
Oh, are you listening to it?
Yeah.
And you're not sharing it
How
with
do
us.
I?
Here, let's give Heath McNeese some love here from Becca back in the day.
This isn't even my favorite song.
Oh, really?
Andy Mineo, yeah, he would be great.
Yeah.
Barlow Girl, someone misses.
What?
Yeah.
I heard
you hear
another
this?
station playing them
No.
the other day.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've got it playing. How do I play it?
Oh, here. What is she on?
The blue thing.
Oh,
Aux. Turn it up.
I did.
Glad to know that your son's the bomb at something. It's better than nothing. At least it ain't dragons and dungeons. I got Nintendo thumb. They know my thumb so numb. This controller is controlling me. It makes me feel so dumb. Why don't you come get some? I know that you don't want none. If you did, you get it. Cause I give it to you. Sit down, son.
It's about Nintendo.
They know my
I could see you liking this. I could see a
Yeah.
lot of youth groups like and Betty liking this.
I know that you don't want none. If you
That's actually not bad.
Yeah, I'm surprised Betty didn't say Family Force 5.
Oh
We should be playing
yeah.
them.
He came to your church?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
my-
I actually don't
yeah.
think that's
it's not
bad.
bad.
I like rap songs too that are kind of silly about dumb things
Yeah.
like Nintendo Thumb.
Yeah, and he had a couple
Plug-in.
others like that, but there's some that I still have on my phone that in like a regular rotation and play them that I just really enjoy. And even a
Amen.
couple like theologically deep ones that I still like appreciate for what that is too.
We always do iPod roulette. We should sometime do a guilty pleasure song on your iPod that we find and play those. Because I know I've got some. I think I've got some. What is her name now? Oh,
Are you dying?
You like
Zach?
Paper Tongues.
Zach, are you
I
dying?
love Paper Tongues, but they're
you
not a
good?
guilty pleasure because they're dope.
Okay.
But like,
Zach is dying.
oh, is it okay? All right, we'll
I
miss
just
him.
have something stuck in my throat.
He's been coughing for like 8 months.
We'll
That's
miss
so
him.
I was
not
thinking
true.
whatever.
He never stops coughing.
Although you did run out of the room cough the other day.
That was a
remember
sneeze.
Oh, it was a sneeze. Okay,
Yeah.
I stand
Oh,
corrected.
maybe your sneezes sounds like
Tyler
cough.
wants to hear an Irish accent. Tyler, my
Nope.
name is Sean Connery.
Nope.
And
Not
I'm
Irish?
Irish.
That
Or,
was
wow.
like
I
more
wear a
Wrong,
kilt.
wrong on many
Schwarzenegger.
levels.
Yeah.
I wear a kilt. and I have
Scottish.
sheep.
And
My
you have
favorite
cheese?
color. No, sheep.
Think of the
My
Lucky
favorite
Charms
color-
guy.
Oh. They're trying to catch me like a charm.
There it is. There you go. So you gotta
And
have
my
a
name is Sean Connery.
you gotta have a frame of reference for something. I figured out
I
because
nailed it.
none of us do really good impressions here. The other day, I found out one that I can do that no one knows, and so it defeats the whole purpose. But it's the store manager from this TV show Superstore.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I do that voice to Anna.
Do you
sometimes.
really? Yeah, like I found out the other day. I was making fun of something. I'm like, oh, I can do that voice.
Do it.
Now I can't do it. I
Oh,
can't do
come
it on
on,
command.
prove it. You got to prove
I
it.
can't do it on command. That's the problem. I got to hear it again.
Okay, well, you know what I want to hear because Zach, we found out that Zach can impersonate presidents. Can you do a Trump?
No, I really can't.
Really?
And that's something I should work on.
I know,
Because
you
your
got 4
Obama
years.
and your Clinton and your
Yeah.
Bush are all
Your Bill
great.
Clinton is
Do you think it's a pretty good
Uh,
one?
it's dead on.
Sometimes
it's
I-
dead on.
I don't know.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a phrase from the Superstore guy that would get me back into it because you got to get that reference for it.
I don't
Like,
think you can do it.
Jonah. No, that
He talks like
yeah.
in this book.
He's like a
Where's everybody going?
He's like a muppet, and he has a weird cadence to him. Yeah,
Yeah, he
I'll
shows
work
up
on
in
it.
a lot of children's books I'm reading.
Yeah, I'll work on that. So that's all of our birthdays for today. We got a couple stories we didn't get to on the show. Let's start with who wants to go first.
I will.
Okay, Becca.
Okay, so this story is an unusual side effect to the election. So Ruth Bader Ginsburg is the oldest Supreme Court justice and also probably the most liberal. And so when Trump was elected, a lot of people became very concerned about her health and hoping that she would live long enough to see a new president.
A lot
basically.
of Democrats.
A lot of Democrats. Yeah.
No
Not-
Republicans were
No.
at all concerned about her health.
No, a lot of Democrats were. And so she was asked recently who the most important person in her life was, and she said it was her personal trainer.
That's funny.
Apparently, she has a really intense workout regimen that she does to help make sure that she would be healthy enough to stay in office for the entire 4 to 8 years.
That's
or whatever
funny.
it is. But she's 83 years old.
Because that was a big thing during the election was who was going to get that open seat, and Trump, vowed to put a conservative in there, and did, or he is. Did that guy get confirmed?
I don't think he's confirmed
He's
yet.
not
It's
confirmed
coming
yet.
up soon, yeah.
And so that is a big deal. I didn't realize she was that old, and I could see why, if you're on the opposite side of that, it would be disconcerting because that could be 2 vacancies. But I would not put it past Democrats, or if the shoe was on the other foot, Republicans, to weekend at Bernie's her. If she passed away, they'd be like tying her arms and stuff. They'd be like, "Oh, she's fine. She's fine. Here, let her just sign this decree."
But after the election, people were offering to send her kale or donate blood or clad her in protective padding.
Oh my
They're so
goodness.
concerned about
That's
it. But
funny.
yeah, I could see that. I could see them just throwing some shades on RBG and calling it a day.
RBG, that's funny. They should have her doing raps,
Yes.
and she should go by the name RBG.
They do a bit on SNL where the Kate McKinnon character dresses like her and she'll say something be like, "You just got Ginsburg," to do a dance. Reminds me of. Anyway,
Kate McKinnon was on the Oscars and was pretty good.
yeah, she was funny with her introduction.
Who was she with though?
What's his name? A guy. Oh, Jason Bateman.
Thank you, a guy. Oh yeah, he's such a good actor
I
though.
like him.
Me too.
He has been called by many the Jerry O'Connell of acting.
People confuse those two a lot.
Yeah, because Jerry O'Connell's on with Kelly, and Becca was telling a story, and I literally go, "Shut up, Jerry O'Connell's on," because we don't like Jerry O'Connell at all. He's so bad on that show with Kelly, and we don't want him to become the co-host, but we can't not watch him anytime he's on. It's like, oh my goodness, I have to watch this. But Jason Bateman, really funny.
Yeah, I think people get him confused a lot with Jerry O'Connell, and then Bill Paxton and Bill Pullman. People got confused a lot, and so when Bill
Not
Pullman
anymore.
recently died,
Bill.
I saw a lot of people posting they were
Or Bill
confused.
Paxton died. Yeah.
Bill
Bill
Paxton
Paxton
died.
died.
See, you go.
Yeah, see, I don't even know.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't look anything alike.
No, I think it's the name sounds similar.
I heard somebody at the Oscars they were still alive, but they put them in some memoriam. I'm a bee, little Black Eyed Peas. All right, so I think that was the only story we had from news. Betty Rock, what you got?
Yes. Okay. So we were talking about throwing shade earlier. Shade has been thrown towards Lady Gaga.
What?
Yes.
Lady Gaga?
Lady Gaga
Gaga?
by Mohamed Sanu from the
Who?
Atlanta Falcons. Yes. He's blaming Lady Gaga for the reason they lost the Super Bowl.
Usually halftime only like 15 minutes. And when you're not on the field for like an hour, it's just like going to work out, like a great workout, and you go sit on a couch for an hour and then try to start working out again. Yeah.
Well, apparently the other team didn't have a problem with it, and they were losing.
That's a very true thing, and that's, you have to coach through that. And
Yeah,
that's something Belichick has done because he's been in so many.
Yeah, you go run some laps. Just run up and down the stands or something.
Please tell this professional athlete more on how to
Yeah.
stay in shape and
Okay.
be fit.
Yeah, I will. So here's what you do. Okay. So you've had your Gatorade. I'm happy for you. That's good. And then you're ready to go out there, but Gaga is not finished yet. You have to give into that. It's okay. So what you then do is you would start by doing laps around the room. And if you get bored with that, you go up the stairs. You go up and down the giant stadium stairs, do a little stair running.
So you go out into the crowd
Yes.
during the Super Bowl
Exactly.
show.
Look, no one
When
knows
it's
who
dark.
this guy is. Come on.
And
he
you
can
could
do
trip
that.
over things.
Yes. And then after that, if you survive all that, because what that does is it heightens your sense of awareness and it gets your adrenaline going. So then what you do is you go to a ledge and somewhere and you hang off of the ledge by your fingertips. Once again, the adrenaline that is flowing and coursing through your body is going to keep you hype and lit so that you will be able to go back and play.
Join your fam.
Yes, and play at a much higher level when you get back to the field.
And maybe win. #squad goals.
Yes, exactly. So if you that is
Hashtag blessed.
that is
Lord.
basically
Y'all have
the
worked every one of them in.
recipe for professional athletes and millennials.
Yes. How
for
are you not
success.
a sports coach?
I don't know. I'm very inspirational. I've seen lots of motivational speeches, and come on, guys, let's just go out there and hit them high, hit them low, take them to the picture show, something like that. I don't know.
That answers our question.
Okay. Well, I think that's going to do it for our precast today. I can't think of a better place to stop than that. Going to be a little light on podcasts and precast this next 8 days.
We won't make any promises,
Yeah.
but it won't be the full podcast for sure.
Yeah, because we are going into pledge drive, so this is where we kind of go dark a little bit. Believe it or not,
Our hearts go dark too, so
Yes.
don't worry.
It's one of those things that it's not that we don't love you, but the craziness of pledge drive and what we have to do after pledge drive and the I know it sounds dumb and like you're whining, but like it's actually really like you get whooped and you just don't feel like you can put a sentence together at the end of that, and so that's kind of where we're at. So.
Well, and it's a longer shift, and we're here later,
Yeah.
and so it's harder to fit this in.
And we're talking after every song,
Yes.
which I know.
Again, when you say
I
it out
try-
loud,
Oh,
I
you're
try
talking.
to
Yes.
describe it to my
Oh.
friends.
I
I try
know.
to describe it to my husband, and when back when he was working, he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's harder than my physically demanding job."
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
and there's
Every song, I have to talk.
Yeah, but there's also a psychological thing because
Yeah.
as you're walking through it, and like if it's when it's going well, it's fun. But then you always have certain days inside of it that are painful and feel like the longest days of your life. And yeah, it's hard.
And there's a physical element because there's all this junk food all week, and so you eat stuff that makes you feel horrible, and it just compounds the problem.
I will feel horrible this week trying not to eat all that stuff.
Oh, and we will feel horrible
Hearing about
you
it.
tell us
I know.
everything you do not eat.
I don't know how I can do this. Honestly, like this is the worst time for this because I'm trying to lose a little weight,
And you have. You've
and I
been
have.
successful.
Yeah, so I'm like,
looking good.
thank you. So like 7 pounds down. So I'm happy about
Nice.
that. But I'm only human. And when you have bags of Lay's potato chips just at random everywhere, like I don't know how I could not eat
And
those.
neither way, we're going to win because if you're going to not eat them, we won't hear the end of it.
Right.
If you are going to eat them, we won't hear the
Right.
end.
Well, this only has 12 points in it, and I guess I have 32 points for the day. So if I eat this now and then
Oh
I just
my
have a steak without the
gosh.
butter on
I
it for
know.
dinner tonight, that's 4 points.
I'm just going to stop and get some fries. Hold on.
Yeah, well, the fry diet still does work. I won't show you on Facebook Live, but it's
Thank you.
it's trimming. It's trimming the tummy. All right.
But if you are a potty and you're going to give anyway to WayFM at wayfm.com, mention that you're a potty because it's nice if we can show them our loyal potties are helping to keep this.
That's right. Because you guys email probably the most too. I would say,
Yeah.
at least for me, like when I go through my email, the most emails that I get are from potties, which I love.
Ella commented and said, "What's a pledge drive?" Bless you.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Bless you.
It's where we raise the money that we need to actually do this job every day and bring you things like the podcast and the precast. It's like all the show stuff that you hear. That's because people support this because it's not just like a regular radio station with just advertisers. We have business impact partners, they call them, but they, run ads and stuff and they partner with us, but that doesn't cover all of it. So we need people that listen and go, oh, I like this. I'm gonna invest in this for my family or for other people too. Wow, that's a pledge drive break. Oh, you got one out of me early.
How dare
Ah, now I'm tired.
800-455-1929 is the number. 800-455-1929.
Now I'm tired.
you? Now I'm sad.
All right, that's gonna have to do it for the precast. On with the podcast. Well, there you go. That's the podcast for today. And again, remember that tomorrow, who knows what the podcast or precast is going to look
Crying.
like. Yeah, and so
Lots
as
of
we
tears.
move into the old pledge drive tomorrow. So as always, thanks for being a